Welcome, elementary school students. This is our sixth grade orientation presentation, and I want to thank everybody here on the panel who's participating. In a few moments, you're going to learn a little bit about each one of us and about Thurgood Marshall Middle School. So we hope that you enjoy this presentation. Thanks for being here with us.
Hello, everyone. This is Ms. Doucette, and again, welcome to our new student orientation for TMMS, or Thurgood Marshall Middle School. So our agenda for this presentation is, first, we're going to, all of us together, give you information through a presentation on a PowerPoint. We will take a virtual tour with a scavenger hunt. That will come at the end. If you do participate in the scavenger hunt and you have answers to provide for me, then you will be entered into a raffle to win some Thurgood Marshall Middle School swag. And then we're going to hear from current students at TMMS who are with us here today. And then we also hope that you enjoy your summer and that you join us possibly for one of our camps and/or orientation. I'm going to pass this over to Ms. Cohen to introduce some people at our school.
Hi, everyone. I'm Principal Cohen. I'm very proud to be the principal at Thurgood Marshall Middle School. You were just listening to Miss Doucette, who is our grade 6 and half of our grade 7 vice principal. We have another vice principal who's the vice principal of grade 7 and 8. That's Mr. Pavia. And today we have your grade 6 guidance counselor for next year. That's Miss McGinnis. And with us today, we have Miss Rosa, who's another guidance counselor. She'll be following this year's 6th graders to 7th grade next year. And then Mr. Gore is going to be our 8th grade guidance counselor next year. And I'm just going to give a shout out to our students very quickly. They'll be sharing a little bit with you, but I just want to give a public shout out to Mohammed, Dion, Annabelle, Genesis, Janelle, Jonandi, Marco, Natalie, Omar, Sally, and Felicia. Thank you guys for making this such a great presentation.
We have some students for this one. Miss McGinnis, who's up to bat?
Yes, we have Dion telling us about the dream principle.
So, our dream principles are dignity, respect, effort, achievement, and motivation.
And Moshama to tell us about our Lynn Public Schools principles.
So these are the Lynn Public Schools principles. So inclusiveness, shared responsibility, collaborative relationships, high expectations, inspiring lifelong learners.
School spirit.
And this is for Annabelle.
Hello. The school colors are green and white, and our mascot is a Mustang.
Pretty cool. Thank you. And now we're going to show you the different doors that we use on the outside of the building.
So here are our entrances. We used 3 different doors, and we started doing that this year with each of the doors labeled for particular cohorts, and we may continue that next year as well. So we have the A3 door, the A4 door, and the A5 door. The A4 door is the one that's right in the middle, right towards where our main office is. Our A3 door is heading closer to the side with the gym, and our A5 door is very close to our small parking lot. Also, it's important to note is that our street becomes a one-way street in the morning between 7:15 and 8:15, as well as in the evening from 1:15, or in the afternoon from 1:15 to 2:15, entering from Chatham Street. So the school will be on your right-hand side.
Thank you so much. So I think this is me. And so what we want to have is some student voice here. Here are some pictures of our school. We have the outside of the school there with the A4 door being shown. We have the library, the main entrance, and the cafetorium. Do any of the students want to share what it was like to come into the school for the first time? You can unmute if you want.
Coming to like the school for the first time and seeing it was amazing because having all these special places for the students is a really comfortable way for the students to feel comfortable and welcomed in the school. And I think it was amazing to see all that.
Another thing when you walk into
Go ahead.
building is that you might like get lost or not know where to go. So that's why there's like staff standing in the hallway. So if you're confused about what door or what room you're supposed to go to, you can just ask them. And that's how I felt the first time that I went into the building. But now I know what way to go.
And now you can show others where to go, right, as they come in. So we can all help each other, the staff and the students. Okay.
So fifth graders, future sixth graders, don't be shy to ask for directions because at Marshall Middle School, we're all a community.
Wonderful. Perfectly put. And you should have seen the adults the first time we moved into this school. We were all asking each other where to go. So we were all new once, and we all will help everyone, just like what was shared. We are an awesome community. Thank you, everyone.
And some language you need to know for like coming in for sixth grade is the word cohort, which means a group or people. And some words that mean the same thing and that will be used other than cohort is cluster and team. So for example, cohort 16, they can also call it cluster or team.
Wonderful. Thank you.
In each cohort or in each team, you will have about 100 students in the same grade, and it's divided into 4 groups. So those 4 groups will be one team. In each group, you will go, we'll have a math, an ELA, a science, a social study, and a special ed teacher.
Yep. So again, there's the community built right into your hallway. You'll become a part of your cohort community as well, or cluster community. Ms. Cohen, you're up.
Yes, so we're the secondary school. This is different from elementary school. So now you will have 6 classes every quarter, and your major subject areas are English, math, science, social studies. And then you'll have a 5th major class, and that class is particular to you. So some students have foreign language, some students will have STEM, some students will have a reading class or a math class, and then all students will have unified arts, and that is our wood shop, our cooking, our sewing, our gym, our art classes. You'll get 4 of those every year. So every quarter, you'll change your UA class. And so I would like to ask the students here, what was it like to go from elementary school, where you maybe have 2 teachers or 3 teachers, to being here in a secondary school where you have 6 teachers every day?
You maybe in 5th grade or in the other grades, you probably had like 2 teachers, and it felt very different having 6 teachers because they all have different personalities. And so moving with an energetic teacher, with a much more calmer teacher, it's it's like, for me, it's really funny because like maybe you're not having such a good day, and then the happy teacher comes in, and then get cheer up. And also having like a lot of the schedule. I remember the first time when I needed a schedule to know at what time I had to be at each class, because I would get so confused with what times I needed to be at different classes. So just like a schedule might be handy.
That it so at the beginning I was kind of like feeling weird about having so many teachers. I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna remember my schedules, I'm gonna mix them up, I'm freaking out, I don't know what to do. And then I got into my first class. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna nail French. All of my classes were amazing. I had so many teachers with so many different personalities, and we got into happy classes, Sometimes we got into classes that were confusing for us, and there were so many mixed emotions that I couldn't even like say. But now every time I enter a class, it's like, yeah, I'm used to this. It's easy, It's just
Yeah, I got this.
yeah.
One more
Wow.
thing,
Yep, go ahead.
one more thing I want to add is that when when moving from elementary to middle school, it felt very weird, but it's also good because that means you had six teachers, and six teachers, that means you have many, that means you can have favorite teachers, more favorite teachers than one. When you had in elementary, only one teacher.
Right. Ms. McGinnis, want to explain our upcoming student
Sure.
orientation?
I just loved all those responses, I have to say, and I may need to recruit all of you to come and like speak as a panel at orientation, but we'll see what we can do. So we are hosting 2 sixth grade orientations this summer. They're the same thing both days. So you really only need to commit to one, actually really only should commit to one day. And we have a form created so that you can sign up for orientation. So some of the things we do, you get to meet teachers, you may get a chance to go through how to use a locker, you meet other kids, you will get a tour that sometimes turns into a scavenger hunt or a game or a competition. We always have prizes. We'll go over the schedule a little bit. We do some team building activities, competitions, talk about clubs, activities, get it, and hopefully get a chance to hear from some teachers, or excuse me, from some students, and hear from our incoming students too about any concerns that they have. And if you can't make those dates, don't you worry. Oh, this is a sign up. So let's do this first. So there will be, I'll go back to the sign up. So there is a form that we created. So we will make sure that's posted on our website. You could also call the school to make sure that you can sign up for at either of those dates. But if you can't make them, what's important is those first few days of school are pretty much like an orientation again. So if you go to orientation, you kind of have a little bit of a leg up in terms of things that the teacher is going to talk about again. You'll have a little bit of the prior information, but we will make sure that we go through tours, schedule, and all those things again in those first few days. So don't you worry if you can't be there, but of course we would love to have you.
So next year, we're going to continue working with the Schoology platform, which is really great because our teachers have all of their lessons and curriculum and activities on Schoology. We will continue to be a one-to-one school, which means all of our students will be bringing their computers in and out of school every day, and we will be having in-person classes. We can't wait to see you laughing and talking with your friends and being social in our school next year. We miss that.
So there's plenty of ways for you to communicate with us and get information about our school. The best option, I'm going to repeat, the best option is to check our website often. We update it all of the time. And so we can be found through Lynn Public Schools website. And there you go to our schools and you can find Thurgood Marshall Middle School's website. Again, it's updated all the time. We provide information as much as possible in Spanish and English. And I would really recommend that you go there and check it out because we have some summer camp opportunities coming up. And remember, we're air conditioned. But you'll also get to learn some great things and have fun at the same time at our summer camp this summer. And then also the orientation information will be on there. We have an Instagram account. Emailing and messaging, you can always email us and you can find our email addresses on our school website. You can also message us on Schoology. In regards to the phone, we do send out phone messages regularly, but you can also call us at the main office if the matter is urgent or if you're having trouble reaching us any other way. So right now, we'd like to hear from our awesome students that are with us today from grade 6 and grade 7. You know, these students have been doing a wonderful job sharing the floor. We haven't had to do anything. You guys let each other speak. So go ahead. I know some of you had some advice to share or anything else you'd like to share before we wrap up.
Don't be afraid to speak up.
Don't be afraid to speak up. That's a great one. Student
Because-
voice is important.
No matter how hard it is, don't give up.
Some advice would be try to join groups and activities, because I think it's a really fun way that you can talk with other people and socialize after all of this pandemic stuff happening. So I have some advice for the incoming fifth graders, soon to be sixth grade students here at Marshall. I just wanted to talk about the dream principles again. Make sure to follow them once you come into the building, because when you follow them and you understand the dream principles, you'll know and understand that it's a safe place here. We're a community and we work together as a team.
Anything else before we wrap up?
Play it safe, listen to your teachers, and make some new friends. You never know what might happen. And do not forget your locker combination.
Thank you for coming. Next up is a virtual tour of our school with the scavenger hunt. So let's all say goodbye for now, and we'll see you all in the fall. Can everyone unmute and say goodbye?
Bye.
Hasta la vista.
Can't wait to meet you.
Bye.
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 Hey everyone, this is Miss Doucette. I'm one of the vice principals here at Thurgood Marshall Middle School, and you're about to go on a virtual tour of our beautiful building. Before you do, there's a couple of things I would like to share with you. One is, throughout the video, you'll see times where people have masks on or masks off. During those times, we are complying with the CDC guidelines. Another thing I'd like to share is on this tour, you will see hidden Mustangs with a word that has to do with our school at the top. Look for as many Mustangs as you can throughout the video and write down the words that are at the top. Once you get the list compiled, you can either email me here at the school with your name and the list of words, and you can find my email on the school website. My name is Stephanie Doucette. Or you can share that list with me when you come in for orientation. Everyone that participates in the scavenger hunt will be entered to win some Mustang swag. And that means swag is clothing line. So we have some sweatshirts and t-shirts that we would get for you in your size that we would love to raffle off. All right, I hope you have a great time on this tour, and looking forward to meeting all of you soon. Okay, students, here we are starting our day at Thurgood Marshall Middle School. As you can see, I'm coming in through the main doors. The main doors are A4. We do go by door numbers in the school. Now, there'll always be staff members here to greet you. We're entering into what we call the main lobby. And here we are ready to start our day.
Good morning, students. Welcome to school today. We're going to make our way to homeroom, where we're going to watch the morning announcements with the Thurgood Marshall morning crew, and we'll be doing the Pledge of Allegiance together. So welcome to school, and I can see that you're on your way to homeroom. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Principal Cohen.
Have
Hi,
so
Miss
much fun in
Latalian.
school.
Thank you, Miss Latalian. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now I'm going to make my way up the stairwell. And I see people outside enjoying the courtyard. This is the C2 stairwell. Just like our doors, our stairwells have a letter and a number. This is one of the main stairwells of Thurgood Marshall Middle School. There are two other stairwells, which you would use during the day, the A3 and the A5. I am now on the second floor of the school, and I'm crossing a beautiful glass bridge. We have two different buildings for educational reasons. This is the A building, and I know that because this classroom begins with the letter A And I know I'm on the second floor because the room number begins with 2. So this is classroom A221. On the other side of the building is the B building, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. Let me show you what the lockers look like. So this is a typical hallway here at Thurgood Marshall Middle School. Each hallway has its own color. We happen to be in the yellow or golden hallway. And this hallway will house about 100 students, and you get an English, math, science, and social studies teacher and a special education teacher in this hallway. Here are your lockers. They go by a combination. You would practice that over the summer. Crossing back over the glass bridge to the B building. Students are working right now in the classroom. And as you can see, I know I'm in the B building because every room number will begin with the letter B, and I know I'm on the second floor because every room number begins with the number 2. If I was on the third floor, this would be the number 3, so it'd be B321. If I was on the fourth floor, this would be a 4, B421. Something else you should know is we have multiple restrooms available for students here at Marshall Middle School, and they're at the end of every hallway. In a moment, I'll bring you downstairs to the gym. Before we go down to the gym, I'm going to show you what the inside of a typical classroom looks like. Teacher's desk, a work table, student desks, and lots of windows with great light and sometimes a view of the train going on behind the school. But don't worry, you won't hear that train because we are soundproof. All right, let's get down to the gym and the cafeteria and some other fun stuff on the first floor. Okay, so here we are in the main hallway of the school, and we're going to work our way down to visit where the nurse's office is. They are here to help you all day long. We have some staff that are on restroom duty, able to help you out. Hello. So now, if you look, the nurse is down this hallway, and there's plenty of signs to let you know that. And you go down the hall, and this is where the nurse's office is. And right next door to the nurse's office is the Lynn Community Health Center. Okay, folks, we are on the first floor, and I'm going to show you some unified arts classes. Remember, this is the lobby. There's the library. Down that hall is the nurses, and there's the main office. So we have unified arts classes throughout the whole building, but most of them are down here. I can't show you all of them because kids are MCAS testing today, but I would like to show you a few. And here we have an art space with one of our art teachers, Miss Pratt. Down the hall here, we have another art room, which I cannot go into because we have some kids, like I said, working on the MCAS. And they are working very hard on it, so I do not want to disturb them. But in here is our wood shop. You build all different things in here, and you do use all of the tools with the guidance of the teacher. Okay, I'm going to come back on and show you a few more spaces here at Thurgood Marshall Middle School. Here we have our band room. We are very proud of our band students and string students. You will see them perform at many events at our school. So we have this big open space where you can store your instruments and play your instruments. If you do want to join band, just ask any teacher or guidance counselor or anybody here at school, and we can help you join. There's individual practice rooms as well if you are getting a one-on-one lesson. Okay, we are now in the beautiful cafeteria, and the reason why I call it that is because we have a stage in here, which means we do put on performances in the cafeteria. It looks a little bit different because all the tables are moved to the side. We are having an event tonight. We're having the induction of the National Junior Honor Society tonight here at Thurgood Marshall Middle School. Over here on the wall, we do like to post our guiding principles. This one is respect. And now we're going to work our way over to the gym. Here we are entering our gym, which is one of our most famous spots in the school. Kids love to come here and watch kids play or play themselves. And we don't only play basketball in here. As I scan around, please notice that there's a volleyball net, there's basketball nets, there's bleachers that we pull out for people to watch games or practices, and there's a net there for soccer or hockey. We have a hopscotch, we have wrestling, we have a stage, so we can also put on performances in here, and we do mini assemblies in here with the whole school. And in this closet, there's plenty of other awesome equipment for you to use here at Thurgood Marshall Middle School. That's the tour of the gym. And now I'm in the guidance wing of the main office. If I want to see my guidance counselor, I go into the main office and they'll let me know if they're available. If they're not, I fill out a slip and my guidance counselor will come find me. Here's our first guidance counselor.
Hello, I'm Mr. Gore and I'll be the 8th grade guidance counselor next year. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Gore. Here's another guidance counselor.
Hi, good morning. My name is Ms. Rosa and I am the 7th grade guidance counselor.
Thank you, Ms. Rosa. And right down here is another guidance counselor that we have.
Hello, I'm Miss McGinnis. I'm the 6th grade guidance counselor. I can't wait to meet you all in person.
Awesome, thanks, Ms. McGinnis. And here's our school social worker.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Italian and I'm one of the social workers here and I'll be working with all 8th grade students next year. I can't wait to meet you in the fall.
Thank you. Okay, here I am on the 3rd floor, and instead of a glass hallway, we have a lovely open space up here with a beautiful view from the windows. There are some more students in class in there, and I'm arriving at an office of the school adjustment counselor.
Oh, hi. I'm Sarah Foxray. I'm the school adjustment counselor. I'm here to support kids with their social and emotional needs when they're signed up for my services and help anyone else as needed. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ms. Foxray. Here we are. We have arrived at the 4th floor of Thurgood Marshall Middle School. It is the top level, and we have this beautiful window view, and we're working our way over to the A building of the school. And remember, I know this is A building because the classroom starts with the letter A, and I know I'm on the 4th floor because the room number starts with the number 4. Let's see who's in this office.
Hello, I am Mr. Pavia. I'm the other vice principal here at Marshall Middle School. I usually deal with 7th and 8th graders, but we all work together. So I'm certainly here for you as well, 6th graders, and welcome to Marshall Middle School.
Thank you, Mr. Pavia.
We are on the 2nd floor bridge, which overlooks the office to the right, courtyard to the left. Absolutely beautiful. And let's see who's in this office. This is, if you look, 2nd floor.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Doucette and I'm the 6th grade guidance counselor here at Thurgood Marshall Middle School, and I can't wait to meet you. And now we're going to visit the principal's office. Hi, Miss Cohen.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my office.
Thank you.
Hi, students.
I'm Mrs. Cohen. I'm the principal of Thurgood Marshall. Would you like a little tour of my office?
Sure.
Okay, so let's take a look. I have a lot of different things that people have given me. I'm not going to tell you about the basketballs, but I challenge you to ask me when you come to Thurgood Marshall why I have all those basketballs up there. And we have all kinds of little messages. But what I like most is you'll see this pillow is from students in our first sewing program. When we first came to the new building and they made me that pillow. And you'll see the little achievement sign, that's Thurgood Marshall, who we are named after. And I'll show you a picture, a even more beautiful painting of Thurgood Marshall. And we have some thank you cards from different activities that we run at Thurgood Marshall. So we cannot wait for you to come and participate in some of the great events that we have that are unique to Thurgood Marshall and that we are helping to spread across the district. So just remember, in the fall, we always have an Observe the Moon night. And so last year we did our first international Observe the Moon night because we were remote. So we were able to do that all around the country. And we also do it in person here in Lynn because we have a fantastic, what do you call it, Miss Doucette?
High Rock Tower Observatory.
Observatory at High Rock Tower. So that's where we go. So many things to do, so many things to see. I'm going to say goodbye to you now, but remember to come and see me and ask me about all the things that we have going here at Thurgood Marshall. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.